Hi, my name's Steve Lodge, and I want to talk a little bit about the signs that you're an empath. I get a lot of people asking me whether I know whether they are or not. Now, I've come up with 5 ways that, for me, are a pretty sure sign that you are empathic. So the first one, which will resonate with a lot of people, is feeling emotions that aren't yours, being overwhelmed in crowded spaces. So we don't like to go out in public parties and stuff like that. This is where a lot of our drink culture comes from, to numb down these emotions so we can sort of handle ourselves in public spaces and crowds. This is because we feel so much, we take on all that different energy from all these different people in their surrounding areas. This sort of throws us off, and it's very overwhelming. It's like you feel happy, sad, anxious, nervous, insecure, paranoid. None of this stuff is necessarily you. This is other people's emotions around you that you're picking up on. So this is always a good indicator that you're empathic, because as empathic people, we feel energy and other people's energy. This is a massive part of who we are. Another one is you probably get the urge that you want to cry a lot, whether it be that you're happy, sad, for anything really. Because you pick up emotions and you feel them so much, it just overwhelms you. I get this a lot, especially watching happy films, happy programs, which I tend to watch a lot now, because I like the way it makes me feel, even though half the time I'm fighting back tears or crying. It's a good thing, as energy flows, and it's a way of cleansing. It's a way of cleansing energy and letting the energy flow, is to cry. So if you find at weddings, or the minute you see someone in love or anything like that, that you've got this strong urge to cry, then this is a good sign too that you're empathic. And this is a good thing. Sometimes it feels a little bit awkward if you're a big guy, but don't let that stop you. It's a good thing, and it's a strength. Another one is we tend to attract what's perceived as broken people. Now, these people aren't broken. They've just got a lot of negative energy attracted to them and attached to them, and they're vibrating at a lower frequency than what we are. Now, they've suffered a lot of trauma, and they're drawn to us because of our frequency. We're a higher frequency. Now, we can't help all of these people. A lot of these people on a physical and mind-based level, which they are at, don't understand they need help. They've got this draw to us via energy, so their low frequency energy is drawn to us. Sometimes the energy that's attracted or attached to them wants to attack our energy, so it'll manifest in them being rude to us, trying to put us down, trying to make us feel insecure. This is not personal. It's just the way the energy works. Now, the low frequency energy in them, or they're behind the low frequency energy, the true them. So they want to break free on a subconscious level, which they don't understand at a conscious level. So they want your help, they're drawn to you. But at a conscious level of where they're unconscious, to say, in their mind, they don't like us. So we can't necessarily help them, even though they need help. So we need to be aware that we don't get a spiritual ego of, these people need help, we can help them, I'm going to help them, even though they don't want it. Because that's your ego. It's not what we can do. We need to only help those who understand they need help and actually want help. So we need to be aware that we don't just go around trying to fix everyone, because that's not the answer. We can only help those who ask. So the energy isn't personal, but we do attract it. because the energy wants to vibrate at a higher level, or the person behind the energy wants to vibrate at a higher level. So they're drawn to us to help try and raise them. Now, like I say, we can only help them if at a mind-based level they understand they need help. So another one is we get an overwhelming desire to help these people, because we understand on an energy level also that they're struggling, they're suffering. We can see it. We can see this without them saying anything to us, because we feel it. We feel their pain and their suffering, and we want to take that away. And a lot of the time, because we know how bad they feel, we're willing to take that pain on ourselves. So we will naively, a lot of the time, let people abuse us because we think we're helping them. So it's like, I know you're suffering, you can give me as much crap as you want and dump on me as much as you want, put as much negative energy on me as you want, because I will take that to make you feel better. But we're not making them feel better. We're enabling them, and we're making ourselves feel worse at the same time. Taking people's negative energy doesn't reduce their negative energy. It only makes more negative energy. So we now also are containing negative energy. The only way we can change negative energy for someone else is by changing that into positive energy, and that's bringing up the vibration of the negative energy to make it positive. Now we do that by shining and by helping those who are ready to be helped. That's the only way. Letting people dump on us is not gonna help them. All it'll do is make both of us attached with negative energy, and that's not the answer. So we need to understand where and when we can help. This is where you've got to be watchful of the spiritual ego, because the ego will tell you, I can help this person, I know I can help this person. And you can, only when that person's ready to be helped. That's the key point. Only when they are ready. You cannot change someone who is not ready to be changed. It just won't happen. Your mind will try and convince you otherwise, but it's not the way it works. So we need to accept this. And it's just the way it is. It's not a bad thing, it's just the way it is. Another thing that will maybe show you you're empathic is you just know stuff. So you don't know why you know it, you just do. So you'll walk into a situation and you'll see things other people aren't aware of. You'll sense danger, you'll sense trouble. You also sense love. You understand what people are saying without hearing them speak. Or even if they're telling you something, it doesn't matter what they're telling you. The words don't mean anything because you can see what they're really saying. This is a gift. Even though sometimes it doesn't feel like a gift, it is a gift and it needs to be embraced. We need to accept that this is the way we are, and it's a way to help people. When people are suffering and we know that they want help, we can help them. So we have to be mindful that they want the help, but we can see they want the help even if sometimes they're saying they don't. This is where we have to adapt this skill. So we know the people who are ready to be helped. There's people that will come to you and say, I want help, I want help, I want help. You'll try and help them. They don't want help, or they want change. And what they want is everyone else and everything else to change to suit them. Now this isn't wanting help. If you want help, you have to be willing to change yourself. So some people will tell you they want it, and some people will say, I don't want any help, leave me alone, I don't want help. And they do want help. This is where the gift of knowing comes in handy, because once we learn how to use this, we then understand those that do want help and those that don't want help without them saying anything as such. Now, being an empath is not easy. But you know what? I would not swap it for anything else in the world. It's a God-given gift. And we need to embrace this. We are warriors of love and light. We are here to shine. Break away from the mind-based nonsense of jobs. Even though we need jobs for the matrix and to pay the bills for our enslavement, this is not us. We are love and we are light. When you don't understand what the world's about and you ask that question in your mind and your mind doesn't know the answers, this is because your mind has been conditioned to fit in a box and to believe you're something you're not, and that's a slave. We are not slaves. We are love and we are light. And we're here to shine and we're here to experience. Life is about loving and sharing and caring. Not about going out and buying crap to feed your mind, to feed your ego. That's not real. We all need to wake up and we need to shine to help others wake up too, so we can have the world that we are born into and we deserve. A world of love and peace. And this is the world our children deserve, and our loved ones deserve, and our friends deserve. And this is why we need to shine, to show those the path, to show those the way out, because there's so many people out there that understand this, but there's not enough people out there telling them how to find the path. There's so many people manipulating them and telling them, here, I'll come this way, come down here. People aren't bad, people are good, but people are conditioned of the mind and people are manipulated. People just want to love and be happy, but they're being controlled and fooled. That's not their fault, because it's through generation after generation that this has been going on. They don't know any different, but it's down to us to show them there is a different way. There's the real way, there's the true way. You just need the courage to stand up. And I know everyone that's watching this video is there and ready to. So be brave, be the true you, and shine. Have a fantastic day, evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. It's all good and it's going to be all good. Love and light.